Hey folks, welcome back. Ever wondered if the sky is falling? Or maybe just masculinity? Today, we're breaking down Tucker Carlson's claims from his documentary, The End of Men. Strap in. It's going to be a wild ride with facts, fiction, and a pinch of humor. In last video, we discussed hypotheses that there is a decline in traditional masculinity in American society, and that this decline is caused by environmental, societal, and cultural factors. In the end, we find they are both truth. In this video, we will discuss the other hypotheses. There are unconventional and controversial health practices to boost testosterone levels, and the decline in masculinity poses a significant threat to American society. Let us check each premises of these hypotheses. First on the docket, premise 6, testicle tanning. Yes, it's exactly what it sounds like. The claim is that shining red light down there boosts testosterone. Spoiler alert, it's debunked. There's no scientific backing, and experts warn it might do more harm than good. So folks, let's keep the tanning for the beach. On to premise 7. Exercise boosts testosterone. This one hits the mark. Research shows that lifting weights and resistance training can pump up your hormones as well as your muscles. Physical fitness isn't just about looking good, it's about feeling mighty. Premise 8. The call to return to natural living, like our ancestors, minus the dinosaurs. Avoiding processed foods is indeed linked to better hormone levels. This one's a check in the truth column. Our bodies love natural foods, so maybe it's time to raid those farmers' markets. Premise 9. Raw eggs, the bodybuilder's breakfast of champions. Tucker claims it's a testosterone turbocharger. Science, however, scrambles this idea. Nutritionally, cooked eggs are just as beneficial and far less risky. No one wants a side of salmonella. Next, premise 10. A decline in physical fitness might sap societal resilience and vitality. True again. Fit populations are generally healthier and more productive. So maybe hitting the gym is about saving society, not just fitting into those genes. Premise 11. Alarming trends in male reproductive health could destabilize future population dynamics. This is solid. Data shows a disturbing decline in sperm quality and quantity worldwide, a real issue that needs real attention, not just headlines. Premise 12. The decline of manly virtues leading to societal chaos. While it's a compelling narrative, it lacks direct evidence. It's tough to trace societal issues directly to a drop in testosterone. We need more data before buying into this one. On to premise 13. Environmental toxins are hormone hijackers. This is a resounding yes. Scientific studies confirm that chemicals like PCBs can mess with our endocrine system, affecting both men and women's health. And finally, premise 14. Declining male health as a sign of broader civilizational issues. It's a dramatic conclusion, but not entirely unfounded. Health issues can reflect and affect societal structures, suggesting a deeper interconnectedness. And there you have it. From the scientifically sound to the downright dubious, we've covered it all. What's your take on these claims? Is the future of men really on the line? Or is it all just a storm in a teacup? Drop your thoughts in the comments. In summary, 6 out of the 9 premises, 67%, in this portion of the logic chain are classified as truthful based on the available evidence, while 3 premises, 33%, are deemed to be fiction or lacking substantive proof. This suggests that the rationale connecting male health issues to broader societal decline has some factual basis, but also relies on certain speculative claims that are not fully substantiated. Let us continue the fallacies analysis. The logic chains presented in Tucker Carlson's The End of Men documentary contain several logical fallacies that weaken the overall argument. A typical sample: drawing broad conclusions about testosterone enhancement from specific cases like testicle tanning or consuming raw eggs leads to an inaccurate understanding, as these do not represent typical or widely accepted views. Fallacy of composition, assuming that issues found in a segment of men, such as declining physical fitness or reproductive health, necessarily apply to or threaten the entire societal structure, extends individual examples to an unfounded, comprehensive conclusion. To avoid these fallacies, the logic chain would need to include additional premises that provide a more balanced and comprehensive assessment. Let's kick things off with premise 1. Mainstream methods like medically approved therapies for boosting testosterone. True, it's a solid start, folks. These methods have a scientific backing, unlike, I don't know, lighting up your undercarriage. On to premise 2. Declining male health equals dips in national productivity and health costs. True again. It turns out, when men are healthier, society actually saves money. Who knew not falling apart could be so beneficial? Now, premise 3. The virtues of masculinity like leadership are crucial for society. This one's a bit shaky. Turns out, kindness and respect might be just as important. Sorry, Tucker, it's not all about the biceps. Premise 4 says a decline in masculinity could crumble societal resilience. Fiction. Society is a bit more robust, needing both yin and yang. It's not just a one-man show. Moving to premise 5. Men's health woes could topple US population stability. This one's, well, unverifiable. Seems like we need more data before we predict any baby booms or busts. Premise 6. Declines in men's health impacting community services. Also, unverifiable. We might need Sherlock Holmes to find the evidence on this one. Up next, premise 7. Rigid masculinity norms hurting society. This one's true. Turns out, being too tough can actually be too tough on everyone. Flexibility might be the new strong. And lastly, premise 8. Masculine health issues might just need targeted fixes, not signaling a total civilizational collapse. True. Maybe a little tweak here and there is better than calling doomsday. Alright folks, let's wrap this up with a neat summary of our dive into the testosterone tempest that is Tucker Carlson's The End of Men. Let's break it down, shall we? Tucker spins a yarn that declining masculine health and virtues are dire threats to society, but as we dug deeper, we found some cracks in the foundation of this logic castle. First off, the logic leans heavily on non sequitur and fallacy of composition. In plain English, just because men are facing health issues doesn't mean society is crumbling. These issues don't paint the whole picture of our societal health. Here's the rundown. Yes to mainstream testosterone boosts, like hitting the gym and eating right. Doctor's orders. Big question marks over quirky fixes, like raw egg diets. And yes, testicle tanning. Experts are still scratching their heads on these. No clear link. No research backs up that a drop in macho-ness is dragging society down. Beware the rigid masculinity trap. Sticking too hard to old-school manliness can actually be bad for everyone's health. Localized issues, not doomsday. Problems with men's health might need targeted fixes, not a full-blown panic. Looking at the numbers, Tucker's original premises had a 67% truth rate, which sounds impressive. But toss in the additional premises we covered, and that truthfulness rate drops to 41%. So, for the hot takes on unconventional health practices, there are 3 truth supporting and 2 fiction supporting premises. So we are looking for 20% truth. And for the grand claim that masculinity's decline is a societal threat, there are 5 truth supporting, 3 fiction supporting, 2 unverifiable supporting, 2 truth refuting premises. A big, round 0% truth based on our analysis. What does this tell us? While men's health is a legitimate concern with real societal impacts, the idea that it's the linchpin of societal collapse is more sensational than factual. And that, dear viewers, is the end of men, or at least our deep dive into it. What are your thoughts? Are there any other documentaries or myths you want us to explore? Let us know down below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications. Stay curious, stay critical, and as always, thanks for watching.